So I've listened to a lot of these stewardship moments over the years. They're always inspiring. But I don't know if you were here a few weeks ago when Maddie McMahon did one. And I sat in the congregation, I thought, wow, that was really well done, well said, put together, well written, just a fantastic moment for mission. I thought, I really pity the fool who has to go after her. Here I am. So I've been asked to tell you a little bit about myself, my relationship to the church, and what the church means to me. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jeff Bates. Exactly how long I've been a member, I really don't know. My relationship with the church goes back a long way. When my family and I moved to the Abington area about 30 years ago, I was looking for a place to play my horn. I hadn't been playing for several years, and I heard about this little community orchestra at Abington Presbyterian Church. So I came over here and started playing with Michael Kemp, and I continued to play through the successors to Michael all the way up to John Sal now, and retired after the pandemic because of various reasons. But it was what got me into the church, and there were a lot of opportunities I had being here in the orchestra, hearing the preaching, meeting the people here, and at some point along the way, we joined the church. And I think it was about a dozen years ago. It's somewhere in there, I'm not really sure. Shortly after I joined the church, I was asked to be on the session, and I agreed to do that. And since that time, I served for 6 years on the Resources Council. I was on the Property and the Finance Committee. I also have been on the Stewardship Council. I've been involved in a couple of committees for bringing interim pastors here to the church. And I was also involved in the last capital campaign that we had. And that brings me to a point that I wanted to bring out to all of you here. I'm sure most of you know this, but maybe not everybody does. And it was one of the things that impressed me when we came to the church and when we got involved in things like the capital campaign, and that is that every time this church does a large project of any kind, collects a significant amount of money for a particular purpose, a specific percentage of that is dedicated to mission. So it's a church that recognizes not only do we have a responsibility to what's going on here in our building, but we have a responsibility to the greater world, and every time we do something for us, we need to do something for others as well. It's that commitment not only to the community within these walls, but the community around us, the local community and the world community writ large, that really inspired me to be here and to be a member of this church. Why do I give to this church? I give to this church because I love this old building. I really love this instrument. It's been one of the things that really inspired me to come here. I love the fact that we realize that we need to give money and to be supportive of people around us in this community and in the world. And I really love the people in this church, the people in this church who help me to be a better person every day. And for that, I thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Yes, Maddie did set the bar high, but I think you met it. Thank you. Friends, let us join together.